This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 FM and iTalk1067.com. Also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport, Deemer's Glass, Dealer Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, Octopus Car Wash, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, and Little Bluebird Studios. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
All right, ready to start this off here. The winner is going to go into the third place game. It's the second time Mogollon and Alchesay have played one another here in the Roundball Shootout. The first one ended with the Alchesay Falcons winning 43 to 35, as I'm Derek Palmer alongside Ron Everingham.
Yeah, something interesting about this game. These are both defending champions from last year, 2A and 1A.
So there's an early jump shot that's well short. And coming in the other direction is Alchesay wearing its home white. Alchesay playing in this one after having suffered a loss to Holbrook. Mogollon playing after knocking off leading Edge 51-41. As that pass looking for the interior is going to sail out of bounds. So 30 seconds in, and each side has taken turns turning it over. For the Mustangs, here comes Reedhead. She drops it off for Valdez, who's again trying to get into the interior, loses the basketball, but it's saved. Now a three from straight away is elevated. That shot's not good, but there the offensive rebound putback coming in from Hannah Ballesteros. So it's a little bit sloppy here in the early going as a three trying to answer, but no good. Now fighting that one underneath, and it's out of bounds off of Valdez. No, wait. All right, so the initial signal was sent to Mogollon, but then it was corrected, and it will remain here with the Falcons, who are trailing 2-0 1 minute into the ballgame. Been playing for now 3 days. Is there a nice cut without the basketball, but can't get the finish, and nearly an offensive rebound, but instead tie it up, and the possession will still remain here with the Falcons. So you can kind of understand, Ron, why it would be sloppy-ish.
Sloppy-ish early in the season, and that's what these tournaments are for, right? To get in a lot of play, so should be working out some wrinkles.
Nearly a 5-second count there, but getting it right back to the inbounding Riley, who's going to knock down the three to give the Falcons their first lead.
And we're deep into the losers bracket right now, right?
No, winner's going to go third place.
Winner's going to go third place, okay.
Is there a runner's not good and rebounded on the interior from Riley, trying to cut down the near sideline, but nice job cutting her off and forcing her to zig and zag is Maynard. Start this off from the Mogollon bench. High post controlled by Anderson, but loses the basketball. And nearly thrown away, but the Mustangs hold on to it. Now taken away in the backcourt. Here comes Subtle, not good on her effort. Put back, Anderson too strong, and Maynard there with the rebound. Both teams really want to force the pace. As their transition look at the hoop is not good, but there the putback again, and this time out of Reedhead's hands. As it's the second opportunity here scored by the Mustangs. They reclaim a 1-point lead here with 5:48 to go in the initial. Falcons slowing things down a little bit as they put it off to the left angle, and Edwards are going to try a three-pointer, and that's the second ball from downtown that's up and in out of one of the Falcons' hands. 6-4, this is their largest lead, as now Mogollon's going to slow things a bit. But really attacking the offensive glass. Best offense for the Mustangs has been a missed shot, as this time drop it off into the mid-post and go through the lane where it was awfully congested and stolen away by one of the Falcons. Riley, who has one of the 2 threes, sends a cross-court pass that's gathered in by Massey. With the dribble, she goes straight away. Short corner left and back outside. Another open three is on the way, but this time ripping out. Mogollon been very good on the glass on both sides of the floor. Maynard brings it up. Trying to go along the sideline, but it's again stolen and taken away by the Falcons. Here comes Massey 1-on-2. Angling to the right and eventually going to circle back out and set it up in half court with a 6-4 lead. 4:44 to go in the first. Right angle three. That one's up and good. Now Massey has her first. Three balls in for the Falcons. 9-4 they lead. And another pass on the outside taken away, this time stolen by Edwards. She's got a player on her left, and said fakes the pass, calls her own number. Edwards with her 5th point And a timeout taken by the Mogollon bench, trailing now 11-4, being bitten by the turnover bug with 4:19 to go. It's Charlotte Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
I chose MPC because it offers good quality education. Ultimately, I want to be a nurse anesthetist. This is the start to that path. The instructors want you to succeed, which is really helpful. I've learned a lot so far in just one semester. It's incredibly great how much I've learned. Northland Pioneer College is transforming my life by helping me achieve my goals in my career.
Well, Mogollon has been successfully attacking the offensive glass. That's how they got the first 2 buckets for the Mustangs, but now have been turning it over. And they're trailing 11-4. 3 3-pointers from the Falcons started the attack, and now finishing one in transition to get the 7-point lead and forcing the Mustangs to take a timeout. Maynard now in front of the Alchesay bench is going to go on the attack, but force it back between the rings. And doing a much better job here taking care of the basketball. As soon as I say it, it's nearly taken away on the perimeter, but instead controlled by Reedhead. She's surrounded by Falcons at this point. The ball rolls free and into the backcourt. Yeah, but it was deflected. So maintaining possession is Hancock as she goes to the far sideline. Maynard near the foul line, and she's trying to look at a cutting by Esteros. Puts that one off the right block. It's not good, but another offensive rebound. Possession arrow will keep it with the Mustangs. But Mogollon been very strong on the offensive glass. It's been most of the offense. Here for the Mustangs is a whistle stops play. Hold the phone. Foul will be whistled on Hinton. First team foul on either side comes with 3:43 to go in the first quarter. 11-4, Mogollon with the basketball, but trailing. As there's Maynard off the inbound, put it up from 5 out, not good, but another opportunity after another offensive rebound, but it's also up short. Streaking up the left sidelines and slamming on the brakes about 30 feet away is Wool. As her pass into the interior is going to sail over everybody's head and out of bounds. Looked like she was trying to find Hinton, but she's going to need a ladder. So now another turnover. This time it's the Alchesay Falcons giving it away. 11-4, they lead though, back on the defensive end. Is there to the right elbow. Maynard goes into the baseline where the pass was caught after the elevation from Ballesteros. And that finish is going to force Alchesay to call a timeout. Still though with the lead, 13-6. 11-6 with 3:13 to go. It's Charlotte Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so we can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
All right, after the timeout, Mogollon extending the pressure into the backcourt, but Alchesay able to get it to the middle and now off to the nearest sideline break with Heidi Massey now cutting back to the left, having been picked up in the half court by Hancock. 11-6, Alchesay leading, been really leaning on the shots from deep. As this one going side to side about 25 feet from the basket, not yet really turning it toward the hoop as the clock ticks under 3 minutes to go. Now a pass into the high post is off of one of the intended recipients and stolen away by the Mustangs. Both sides have gone through stretches while dealing with turnovers as here the Mustangs trying to take advantage, having got a bucket on the last one. Maynard's going to pull up from 15 out. Not good, but it's another offensive rebound, but this time also up short. So the Falcons eventually clear it out. Is Massey again operating as the primary ball handler with a 5-point lead. Far sideline, three's on the way from Lister. It's short. Rebound is tipped and eventually claimed by Mogollon. Oh, but it's thrown away in the backcourt. Claimed by Massey. Hinton fires a pass inside. And again, the Falcons getting away with some. As this one is deflected by a couple of different Mustangs and will remain with Alchesay out of bounds with 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go, leading 5. Baseline right, and eventually lifting up a pass is Lister, dangerously, but had by Massey. And now Kylie Wool going to start the half-court attack with the clock approaching 2 minutes to go. Well, high dribble, gets away with potentially a carry as she can't hit a shot from the left side, but the offensive rebound from Hinton is also not good, though she is bumped and fouled by Ballesteros. That's Mogollon's leading scorer at this point. Just her first personal. And going to the free throw line to shoot two is Alema Hinton. I believe I'm saying that correctly.
What's up?
No? Why not?
Let me read that. Let's see what you got.
I'm spelling it A-L-E-I-M-A. Alema?
Let's go with that.
All right. Her free throw is not good, however you pronounce it. Is now coming off of Mogollon's bench is Paige Perry.
Could it be Alchema? I thought I had CIMA. I don't know.
CI?
That's what we had.
CI?
Oh, wait, let me look. I don't know. Parents will let us know.
Well, she makes one of two. Doubling up Mogollon now with less than 2 minutes to go. 12-6, the Falcons lead. Kara Reedhead, who has 2 points, goes into the interior and then right back out Maynard. Ball fake inside and then trying to get it to the near sideline. Instead, back outside Reedhead and forcing a pass inside the three-point line. It's again deflected and stolen away along that far sideline. Come the Falcons as this one knocked away and out of bounds will remain with Alchesay, but nice job helping out defensively there by Ballesteros. Minute and 36 seconds to go. Side out play winds up in Suttle's hands. Now she is going to put her foot to the gas and can't get that runner to fall, but rebound pulled down by Lister. All the way out in the midcourt, a minute and 23 seconds. She picks up her dribble, is bailed out with a long pass to Suttle, who's able to run underneath that one. Now trying to turn the corner, spinning into traffic on the attack, and she's reached in upon by a couple of different Mustangs. Just a matter of which. Gonna go with Ellie Hancock. Is Chantel Suttle. And she's able to get that up the front and side rim before it falls. Her first point is coming out for the Mustangs is Hancock, and see who's coming in. Sizing up number 2, and that's too short. Rebound pulled down by Juliana Maynard. Trying to control with the dribble in the backcourt, loses it and able to put it back up, but now has to use the pass. It's eventually over to Reedhead's hand. Mogollon with numbers as they go left of the lane. Ballesteros nearly to the baseline before circling that back out. And a short shot taken up no good by Mogollon. And 13-6, the Mustangs are trailing while falling back on defense.
How big are those layups when you're trailing?
If there's a runner that's not good, but another opportunity. That's really been the story here in this first quarter. Is both sides trying to do the most to take advantage of these second and third opportunities. Taking a peek at the scoreboard, and I think now I'll just say trying to hold for the last shot with 30 seconds. Move it over to Kylie Wolvish. No, she says, I'm going to try it. Has her shot blocked baseline left, and eventually the rebound pulled down by Maynard, but again stripped in the backcourt. Taken away by Wool. To the corner she goes with a three-pointer that's up and good. 16-6 now, Alchesay leading as Horn with 7 seconds goes back to Reedhead, crosses over, sees at the three-point line, now inside, trying to get baseline left, going to have to hurry as there's 1 second left. Maynard realized it too late. Well, I think they would have counted it as it goes off the front rim, not good. But 16-6 now, the Mustangs coming to the sideline, trailing 10 after the first quarter. It's Show Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Yeah. 16-6, Alchesay leading as Derek Palmer here with Ron Everingham and Ron. I think we can say at this point, ace hardware keys to the game for both sides is just taking care of the basketball, whether that be handling it on the outside or trying to secure rebounds on the interior.
Absolutely, and you can tell both these squads, like I mentioned, both champions after last season, coming back and missing some key players. A little bit of rust in this whole thing. Speaking of rust, what's this? Did I just see a yawn?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm a tired young man.
Yeah.
Just
that's what traveling will do to you.
It is. It's what it does. And I will try to make sure that they are inaudible. Beginning the second quarter with the basketball, the Falcons put it in Massey's hands, who quickly gives way to Lister, trying to attack from the top of the key. And there's a good play that's set out of the dead ball coming out of the quarter with Lister getting her first bucket. Reedhead now trying to answer. Start this one off on the left wing, fire a pass cross court, gathered by Maynard. Right back to the left. Horn on the attack, high off the glass, it's not good. Rebound is rolling free, and there's a long rebound. Going to start transition 2-on-1 now as Massey's has this, but travels, she travels. All 6 of Mogollon's points coming off of second opportunities. Alchesay able to get the separation by forcing turnovers. Not that time. It was just a long rebound, but kind of had the same impact as Reedhead from the corner on the far side of the floor has a three up and good. There's the first drop from downtown for the Mogollon Mustangs. 5 points now for Reedhead to get the lead back into single figures. As Alchesay looking a little bit more patient in the half court. Put it into Henderson's hands. Has to go back to the sideline to get it, now to the near side. Right angle, survey Lister. And bumped. She's able to play through the contact. They'll try to put that into the mid post to knock her on and out of bounds and eventually be said to go off one of the Mustangs. 6:41 to go in the half. 18-9, Alchesay leads. Put Riley on the baseline as she inbounds that toward the Mustang bench, and that's Massey with another three-pointer up and good, her second on the day. Fifth time that Alchesay has been able to get the drop from downtown is there with the runner, not good from Horn, and the rebound pulled down by the Falcons. And you're seeing now it's getting harder and harder for Mogollon to get some points. Now the Alchesay is really shoring up the defensive glass. From right where Massey had knocked down a three-pointer, instead circling out is Riley. Riley's got one to her credit, but picks up her dribble, finds a cutter, then goes again toward the Alchesay bench, and Lister, a three-pointer's not good, but there's Reedhead in the interior, nearly with the rebound, but loses her footing, and a reaching foul will eventually be called against the Falcons. Be Massey's first. Stoppage of play allows Emily Weber to come in as she replaces Paige Perry. Mustangs with the basketball, less than 6 minutes to go in the half, trailing 21-9. Reedhead starts the attack to the left. Maynard now on the wing. Pass over the fronting defender. It's gathered in by Ballesteros, but couldn't get the finish as the rebound goes out of bounds and will stay with Mogollon. Ballesteros baseline's right side, trailing 11 as that's inbounded. Correction, 12, as Maynard now is going to use the dribble to try to get this out of the corner. Ballesteros now right back in that corner to a cutting Maynard, but the pass is deflected and eventually stolen away by Lister. Don't know how many turnovers Mogollon is committed here in the first half, but it's quite a bit. As they're unabated running down the floor, Haley Anderson is able to get that up and in for her first bucket. And right now it's the Falcons that are starting to run away and hide. 23-9, 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go. As Maynard goes back toward the center circle. Horn eventually pushes it up to Ballesteros. Again, Maynard on cut. This time will pull up from 15 out and score. That's a pretty good little catch and shoot from Juliana Maynard. Get her first bucket. Bring the lead back down to 12. Massey already has 1-3, forces the closeout, then goes on the attack. 15-foot jumper is not good, but the second effort this time from Maria Riley is going to be up and good. That's her 5th point, and to get a 14-point lead. Reedhead and Manor going back and forth. Now trying to skip a pass, but it is high and behind the intended recipient at Horn, so it's stolen away again, this time Riley. And all alone up front and finishing with a left hand is Anderson. There's consecutive buckets for Alchesay coming off of turnovers. As Mogollon, with now 4 minutes to play in the half, trying to slow things down and shore up the possessions a little bit. Alchesay, sensing some blood, is really extending that zone. Is there a three-pointer taken from the corner? Weber just gets the side of the backboard. And again, just one and done for the Mustangs. As 4 Falcons are set to come in. Attacking from the far side is Edwards, stopping in the key, puts it up too strong. Rebounded by the Mustangs. This is a dangerous pass. Maynard wasn't looking for it. She's able to run underneath it. Waiting for somebody to help her out in the backcourt. Eventually gets it to Ballesteros. Spinning around, now she gets to the three-point line. Goes in front of the Alchesay bench where attacking the rim is Isabella Horn. She has that up and good. 27-13, a nice possession after nearly giving it away in the backcourt. Starting the offense with Lister on the left wing. Bounces it to a cutting Anderson. Loses the handle, but she's able to get it back. Now again, cross court from the left to the right. This time put it into Lister's hands as she goes back to the far sideline. Loses the basketball. 3 players go down and a foul called. Foul's called on Riley. That's her first. Alchesay. As 4 Falcons are coming in, 1 Mustang. For the first time is Cameron Franco. Try to give you all of the new entries. It looks like the only player remaining out there for Alchesay is Brandy Edwards. But Alchema Hinton is down low. Up top, Kylie Wool. As this pass deflected, trying to go inside and out. Tracked down by Maynard. Picked up on the outside by Wool. As Alchesay, a little bit of a, what looks like a matchup zone. And running inside. No, wait a minute. Timeout with 2:41 to go, trailing 27-13. It's Show Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067.com.
Want to go fishing? Head to Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. They have fishing supplies, outdoor fishing attire, and fishing gear. Plus, all kinds of bait, including live worms, flies, and lures. The staff are experienced anglers, and they can advise you on what you need, where to go, and what type of bait the fish are biting on. Plus, pick up your fishing, camping, and boat permits. When you think fishing, think Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. Located on Highway 260, 1 mile before the casino.
Camp Pretty Cowboys are giving a trophy for coming out of the consolation bracket. It's always nice to be able to take home some hardware. Everybody's seen one of the lonely trophy cases, so you want to fill it up however you can. As the winner of this one will get to play in the third place game. Don't know if the opponent has yet been decided. It's going to be the winner of the Valley Sanders American Leadership game that is going on Court 2, and it looks as if Sanders has a 23-15 lead. So keep an eye on that one, as it's the Falcons leading right now, 2:30 to go in the half, 27-13 with the basketball. As they bring it to the near side, and Hinton right back along the baseline to the cutting goal. Nothing there, so she goes back left to the lane, trying to go to another cutter, this time toward the left block, where I think that was Riley. Has a hard time with the exchange, but eventually able to run underneath it and set it up again on the outside with Wool. Attacking to the rim, high off the glass is not good, and the rebound goes out of bounds and will stay here with the Falcons. 27-13 after the Mogollon timeout. It's been a lengthy trip here in the half court for the Falcons, who are going to maintain possession in that lead. Inbound toward the corner. It's going to be a long two, and it's over the rim, not good. But rebounded, pulled down by Edwards. Brandy Edwards controls with the dribble. Clock ticks under 2 minutes to go. The Falcons leading 14 as Edwards turns the corner on the far side and eventually drops it off for Hinton. Back outside, and then a little give and go action, but can't get the angle, though she is bumped and fouled, and we'll go to the throw line to shoot a couple. Her third personal sends Alchesay Hinton to the free throw line for some Mountain Mobile and Auto Glass free throws. As the first one is high arcing and off the back rim, not good. Hinton with the 1 point that she got at charity stripe in the first quarter, as Ballesteros now vacates and is replaced by Paige Perry. Perry, a sophomore. Her sister, Tyra Perry, a senior. As a late entry is Hancock, and after the make from Hinton will be permitted to come on in, as she replaces Reedhead. Kara Reedhead comes up for the first time today. Her team's trailing 28-13. This is the Falcons' largest lead, with an early advantage for Mogollon. Well, the Mustangs were really attacking the offensive glass, but turnovers became an issue. That's been nearly taken away. Maybe over the back goes Edwards, but instead it's controlled by Maynard. She's able to get a clean look and score that for the second time here in the fourth quarter, or second quarter, her 4th point. Trims the deficit to 13, minute 20 to go. The Falcons on the attack. Inside and out, where the ball is had by Butterfield, who puts up that runner. It's not good, but after the miss, play is stopped. As the whistle is on Cameron Franco. That is the 5th team foul now. Whistled against Mogollon as the inbound is deflected by Maynard and out of bounds, with Alchesay holding on to it. Underneath the basket, Edwards sends it toward the far corner, and Butterfield again with the right hand going right at Maynard, but this time blocking the shot, picking up the rebound. Great job there by Maynard to then hold on to the possession. As she goes to the far sideline, Franco, who is bumped and fouled. And Brandy Edwards commits her first personal. Hadn't been a lot of fouls over the first 15 minutes of the first half, but been quite a bunch. As Franco gets the pass in the short corner right side, can't get the finish. Down goes one of the Mustangs as the pass in transition is going to be stepped in front of Franco, preventing the fast break and then forcing the tie-up to get the possession back, as Reedhead will check back in and come in to replace Emily Weber. So 50 seconds to go, and the Mustangs looking for a shot in the arm, something to try to go into the locker room with some momentum, but instead turn it over again. And already into the front court comes Subtle. Maynard is back. Oof, got away with some contact as she blocks the shot. Loose ball picked up again by the Mustangs. It's a 3-on-2 opportunity, but was able to get underneath it and drop it off to the trailing Hancock, but trying to get it back to the top of the key, and it's again turned over. 30 seconds as Alchesay goes to the left side of the lane, slamming on the brakes and circling back out to try to get the last shot as Wool. Again on the attack is Edwards, looking out to the three-point line and then turning the corner to try to get it in, but it's over the rim, not good. Rebounded by Maynard as whistle stops play. And a whistle was blown against Butterfield, her first. Just a 15 foul, so the Mustangs have to settle for bringing it out of the backcourt, trailing 28-15, and now can hope for the final shot. 10 seconds to play. Reedhead comes to the left, Maynard. Quick peek inside, now reverses her field to the right side. 2 seconds as Franco will again try a jump shot from the baseline. It's not good. And that is how the half ends, with the Falcons leading 28-15, running away by initially using the 3-ball and then we're leaning into defense as the Falcons have the edge here and are trying to play their way into the third place game, where over on that side, Valley Sanders leads ALA Gilbert North 27-21. 28-15 on our floor. Falcons leading the Mustangs. And Cholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
I chose Pioneer College because their prices were affordable. I've learned everything about the hair, skin, and nails. I've gained confidence in what I'm doing, so I'll be successful when I get out in the salon. This is an industry where I'll always have a job, and a job where I can express my creativity and make my own hours. I have transformed my life by coming to NPC.
I chose NPC because it offers good quality education. Ultimately, I want to be a nurse anesthetist. This is the start to that path. The instructors want you to succeed, which is really helpful. I've learned a lot so far in just 1 semester. It's kind of crazy how much I've learned. North Pioneer College is transforming my life by helping me achieve my goals in my career.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so we can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right, not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings, offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Want to go fishing? Head to Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. They have fishing supplies, outdoor fishing attire, and fishing gear, plus all kinds of bait including live worms, flies, and lures. The staff are experienced anglers, and they can advise you on what you need, where to go, and what type of bait the fish are biting on. Plus, pick up your fishing, camping, and boat permits. When you think fishing, think Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. Located on Highway 260, 1 mile before the casino.
I got this.
Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
This has
I chose Northland Pioneer College because their prices were affordable. I've learned everything about the hair, skin, and nails. I've gained confidence in what I'm doing, so I'll be successful when I get out in the salon. This is an industry where I'll always have a job, and a job where I can express my creativity and make my own hours. I have transformed my life by coming to NPC.
I chose NPC because it offers good quality education. Ultimately, I want to be a nurse anesthetist, which is the start to that path. And instructors want you to succeed, which is really helpful. I've learned a lot so far in just one semester. It's kind of crazy how much I've learned. Northland Pioneer College is transforming my life by helping me achieve my goals in my career.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so we can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at the locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right, not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Want to go fishing? Head to Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. They have fishing supplies, outdoor fishing attire, and fishing gear, plus all kinds of bait, including live worms, flies, and lures. The staff are experienced anglers, and they can advise you on what you need, where to go, and what type of bait the fish are biting on. Plus, pick up your fishing, camping, and boat permits. When you think fishing, think Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. Located on Highway 260, 1 mile before the casino.
I got this.
Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation.
I chose Northland Pioneer College because their prices were affordable. I've learned everything about the hair, skin, and nails. I've gained confidence in what I'm doing, so I'll be successful when I get out in the salon. This is an industry where I'll always have a job, and a job where I can express my creativity and make my own hours. I transformed my life by coming to NPC.
Ready to start the second half here. The winner is going to get the winner of Valley Sanders and ALA Gilbert North for the third place game. That ball game is at 27-21, just starting the second half. This ball game is at 20-15. The Falcons leading the Mogollon Mustangs. They're going to flip sides. Alchesay now going right to left. along our scores table. And beginning with an attack at the rim, or an effort there from Butter. Nope, that's Maria Riley, who had 5 points in the first half, and is going to the free throw line here just 10 seconds in after an early whistle against Brooke Valdez. Riley knocked down a three-pointer in the first quarter, and then was able to get an offensive rebound and put back as she has her first free throw up and good. Lead's been hanging around 10 points ever since really the end of the first quarter, as the second free throw is off the front lip and not good. Rebounded by Hannah Ballesteros, who's the leading scorer for the Mustangs with 4, but has been saddled with foul trouble, having picked up her third. Is now working it into the front court with Maynard going to try three-pointer off the right angle. It's not good, and pushing foul will keep it here with Mogollon. Mandy Edwards now guilty of her second. First team foul on Alchesay. As the ball is inbounded along the far sideline and trying to control possession with the dribble. Maynard, eventually goes Valdez, and now outside Reedhead. Bounces to the right, blocked by Searles. Turns to her left, can't finish that one straight away, and now it's rebounded on the inside by the Falcons and Riley. And here they come leading 29-15. Again, winner is going to get the third place game, and a score that has narrowed with Sanders only leading ALA Gilbert North by 2. As that one dropped in by Riley. I don't know if the ball ever left her hands. So she has 3. 31-15 with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. As they go between the circles, and a dangerous pass into the high post and fire it back out by Asteros. Finds Maynard. Now she's double teamed as it's kicked out of bounds and will stay with the Mustangs. Mogollon was able to get some points in the first quarter by really attacking the offensive glass aggressively, but once the Falcons were able to limit that and then force some turnovers, as you see right there, as Suttle's able to poke the dribble away, 2-on-1, and she goes to the right of the lane, and Massey drops that one in and forces the Mustangs to take another timeout. Now trailing 33-15 with 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. It's Sheila Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
I chose Northland Pioneer College because their prices were affordable. I've learned everything about the hair, skin, and nails. I've gained confidence in what I'm doing, so I'll be successful when I get out in the salon. This is an industry where I'll always have a job, and a job where I can express my creativity and make my own hours. I have transformed my life by coming to NPC.
Mogollon has now used 3 of its timeouts, trying to prevent the Falcons from running away. Matchup hitting the 1A and 2A state champs from a year ago against one another. Second time they've played here at the Roundball Shootout. Their opener also against one another. That one was won by the Falcons by 8. And now in control, leading 18 with 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Winner is going to get the winner of Valley Sanders and ALA Gilbert North. Is that one? Well, just swinging ahead is ALA Gilbert North, hitting a three-pointer to take a 2-point lead. There's now here are the Mustangs. Controlling this one, about 25, 30 feet away from the basket. Eventually going inside the arc with Ballesteros trying to find a post-up Reedhead, but it's knocked away, saved before going out of bounds by Valdez, but there's nobody home except Falcons. Alchesay forcing another turnover, leading 18 as it's inside and out to Edwards. She goes down that right lane line but can't finish. Loose ball's eventually picked up by Suttle, but she is tied up, and it will be Alchesay basketball. Inbound in the corner. Stripped and taken away on the outside. Here comes McClaws, slamming on the brakes to the right block, but can't get the finish over the rim. Alchesay dodges one there, now coming along the far sideline with Riley. She passes it to the left of the lane. Alchesay was using the 3-ball a lot, and now diving on that one after having knocked the dribble away is Reedhead, but can't complete the steal. So it's gathered in by Massey, going to Suttle, attacking the baseline, going back out to Massey, who wanted to line up a 3-pointer, but closing out is the defense after she had a hard time on the exchange, and now another jump ball. As this time possession will go over to Mogollon. Kira Reedhead is having none of it. as she is all over, nearly taking the dribble away at midcourt and then going down and forcing a tie-up on the baseline. Her team, though, is trailing 33-15, and she's trying to provide a spark. Cross-court pass to the near side, and McClaws to the foul line. Ballesteros to the cutting Maynard. Can't get that runner, but she's got her put back up, no good. Trying to get a third opportunity, but it's instead controlled by Riley. Having to change direction with Maynard shadowing her in the backcourt. As she fakes left, goes to the right. To the far sideline, and Anderson, who drops it off. Massey trying to three-pointer that is blocked, but on the baseline, rebounding that one was Riley. Her effort is no good, but a third opportunity after the rebound is going to go back over to Riley. She'll step back and try a three. It's short. Rebound tipped around and eventually claimed by Valdez, and she's tripped up at the midcourt stripe. Helped up by Riley as a foul is whistled. Foul's whistled on Marie Riley. That's her second. 4 new Falcons come in. Riley's the only player who's going to remain, having just picked up her second. Reedhead started right, comes left, finds Ballesteros, posted up, this time too strong. Out toward midcourt, leading 33-15 with 4 minutes and 18 seconds to go. And now a three-pointer is wound up and delivered by Wool. No good over the rim. Rebounded by Maynard. She's got Valdez in front, but Sarr a little bit late. Still is able to get it to her, but her runner's not good. Wool with the rebound. Here come the Falcons, still leading 18, 4 minutes to go. High dribble brought down by Riley. And flirting with Carey in that thing. And is out on the outside. Valdez forcing the change of direction from Wool. Loses that dribble off of her knee. Stolen away by Maynard. Here comes Reedhead. Mogollon hasn't scored in a few minutes, and that turns it over. Pass into the interior was intercepted by Hinton. Go to the center of the floor, and Riley fake a pass right. Calls her own number and gets that off the sideway. Riley in the second half. That's 7 points. Another turnover from Riley. Crossover dribble to save the possession. Now trying to go from the left of the hole where she is bumped by Valdez, and will go to the free throw line. But Mogollon hasn't scored yet here in the second half, as Riley has the last 5 points. And make it the last 6 as she has that foul shot up and good. Ellie Hancock coming in and replacing Tyler McClaws. Hoping to come in for the foul shooting Maria Riley is Haley Anderson, and will be given an opportunity after that free throw is up and good. So now 37-15. A scoreless stretch that has extended 4 minutes and 40 seconds here to start the second half for the Mustangs as Reedhead goes to Valdez on the outside, picks up her dribble near the center circle, and now reverses it to the right in front of the Mustang bench. All this action happening 30-35 feet away from the basket. Trying to size something up, find an angle or a crease that they can attack through. Instead, that one is nearly intercepted, but knocked into the backcourt and out of bounds. Giving possession back to Mogollon is Whitney Lister. But now the scoreless stretch extends more than 5 minutes to start the second half as the Mustangs really need a bucket. Reedhead this time miscommunication with Valdez on the outside. Another turnover here for the Mustangs. As that stoppage in play allows Paige Perry to come back in. And she replaces, I'm going to try it, Amethyst Valdez. 2:45 to go here in the third quarter. Wool starts it off for the Falcons, who are leading 37-15. Left block, trying to pass it back out dangerously, but able to maintain possession. Now left to the lane and attacking to the right side is Anderson, but there's Reedhead again, stealing it away, trying to go one-on-one as she is in transition off the glass with a tough angle to score it. Kira Reedhead now with 7. There's the Mustangs with their first bucket here in the second half. 2:20 to go, trailing 20 though. Retreating toward the center circle is Lister. Oh, and now a great back cut and a great find there from Lister to go to Butterfield. First point for anybody besides Massey and Riley for the Falcons, who extend the lead back out 22, less than 2 minutes to go here in the third. Ballesteros to the right block through the lane, and tough finish as she was being fouled. Whistle goes against Alchema Hinton, that's her second. Paige Perry nearly was able to get that up to the rim, but was just held up enough by Hinton before she was able to get that one elevated. So now right elbow jump shot taken by Hancock. She's got that up and good. And the Mustangs looking a little bit more settled offensively, but trailing 39-19, minute and 40 to go here in the third. Up and down, dribbling and angling to the right side is Lister. Try to spin back to the left, but nothing doing, so she goes to the right sideline and Wool. Right back outside Anderson. Crosses over to come to the left. Handed off Hinton. Hinton inside and out. Where it's controlled by Butterfield. And now left of the lane. Oh, and miscommunication. Wool went on toward the basket. And that allowed, again, Reedhead to dive on a loose ball. Where she eventually ties up Butterfield. As Reedhead coming out now. And I believe is replaced by Franco. 71 seconds left here in the third quarter. 39-19, Alchesay leading, has been in control since the first couple of minutes. As the Falcons have been content to work this along the perimeter, but now going toward the basket is Lister, finishing that one on the right block. This match is Alchesay's largest edge at 41-19. Less than a minute to go here in the third quarter. Winner is going to, looking at this point, get Ailey Gilbert North, who's extended the lead over Valley Sanders 40-33 with 10 seconds to play in the third quarter of that one. There's Maynard from the right side. She can't get that finish. Another opportunity where it's no good over the rim from Perry, and then eventually rebounded out of bounds to Alchesay. Stop pitch and play allows Emily Weber to come back in. She replaces Ballesteros. As the Falcons, with 36 seconds to play here in the third, have gone on a 13-4 run throughout this third quarter to really take control. 20 seconds left as Alchesay just working it along the perimeter. Right now Hinton with the dribble, eventually goes inside and then again with the give and go, but can't get all the way to the rim, so it's back outside to Lister. 7 seconds to shoot. Now she changes direction, goes back down that right side, finishes on that length. Again, right block, and is bumped and fouled this time by Maynard, just her first personal. And back to the free throw line to try for the three-point play is Lister. And she's able to convert. She now has 7 points. The lead extends out to 25. As there's 3 seconds left, Maynard has it at midcourt, able to get a little bit of separation as she tries a three-pointer. It's not going to be nearly enough. And with 1 quarter to play, Alchesay leads Mogollon 44-19. Show off this presentation of high school basketball on iTalk107.com.
You've been there waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so we can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Second time that they've played one another here at the Round Valley Shootout, and Alchesay won the first by 8 and are leading the second 44-19 as the Falcons have been able to get 8 points out of Heidi Massey. Leading scorer after 3 quarters is Maria Riley, who had a big third. Now she has 12. Whitney Lister just converted a 3-point play. Conventionally now has 7. But a lot more happening defensively for Alchesay, which had held Mogollon to just 4 points total in that third quarter and have now opened up a big 25-point lead. They're on the attack. Hancock from the baseline right, but can't get the finish, though she is bumped and fouled. Whistle goes against Riley. That's her third, but not in the act of shooting again. As this will send the Mustangs to the baseline where they're trying to find a cutting Perry, but it rolls out of bounds and was apparently contacted by one of the Falcons. So the Mustangs now moving to the far sideline and again inbounding here with 25 points separating them from the Falcons. Maynard on the outside being shadowed by Massey, forced to pick up the dribble, eventually hands it off. We're going to be dropped off, deflected, and eventually had by Franco, who was in a little bit of a panic there on the interior and whipped a pass out of bounds. So another turnover for the Mustangs. And back come the Falcons, looking to extend that 25-point lead. Turn in the corner to the left is subtle, all the way to the block, can't finish, but has her own miss. Back outside to Edwards. Wanted to force this off to Wool, who was moping for a moment, but instead going to go back up top with a key. Edwards with a 3 on the way that's off the front rim, that hits the back iron and falls. First 3-pointer for Alchesay here in the second half. Had really used that a lot in the first quarter, but haven't needed it nearly in this third. or second half. Now we're in the fourth quarter. Begging your pardon, 47-19. I'm just going to say that was only a two-pointer? No, it was a three. Still struggling with the Alchesay pressure on the perimeter as this one forcing a pass inside, but it's knocked away by Riley. Pass it into the front court left, and stopping at the three-point line is Massey. Off the glass, not good. The rebound controlled by Edwards. Go back outside the right angle, and now on the attack is Edwards with a running right-hander. She's good. Officials just tell the scorers table to not stop the clock. As Mogollon with just 4 points here in the second half, struggling against the Falcons as this one trying to get it inside, but it's not good, and the clock does continue to keep motoring with a 49-19 game. As this was kicked out of bounds by the Falcons, so the Mustangs now going to send Ballesteros, who just checked back in to inbound baseline right. Trying to find Reedhead, who also just came back in. Hands it off Maynard. I don't know if she's been out of the ball game here. She goes to the corner far side. Gets it right back, and now we're going to try an 18-footer that's off the front rim. Not good, and controlled by the Mustangs, but taken away by the Falcons. To the far sideline, and Wool, as everybody's back defensively, but still she's able to accelerate, go right underneath the basket from the right to left, and drop that in, and hung on the rim, but eventually falls. 5:20 to go. Three-pointer on the way is off the back rim. Rebounded by Wool, but she is tied up by Franco. Back outside Maynard, she wants a three, has that one off again, the back iron. Rebound controlled and tipped by one of the Mustangs, but had by Riley, who goes in front court subtle and can't get that one finished. Maynard pulls it down, being told to dribble away, and she's able to successfully maintain possession. Now she loses the basketball, stove upon by two Falcons, and a foul will be called on one of them. Will be Massey's second. Franco removed, and brought back in is McClaws. And four Falcons want to check in. They will be allowed. And this, if nothing else, pulls about 20 seconds off the game clock, with Alchesay still leading 51-19. McClaws pushing it over to Hancock, who goes to the angle left side. And Maynard, nothing doing there, so it's back between the rings to reset with Reedhead to the three-point line and back to the sideline. Maynard wants to create short. Rebound pulled down by Edwards, but a whistle stops play. That's Reedhead's first. That's amazing. She has really had her nose in all sorts of business. And with that, Weber going to come in, and I think it made her first break. And also off the bench now, Valdez, as she is going to come in to spell Reedhead. 51-19, Alchesay leading, 3:25 to go. Trotting over the time stripe, Edwards puts the ball right back and then bounces it again through the painted area. This time not able to finish is Hinton, and the rebound out of bounds to Mogollon, but some great movement without the basketball. All that started off there with Edwards. 3 minutes to go, 32-point lead. Valdez hurries into, pass to the far sideline again, taken away by Edwards. 3-on-2, but no, nearly losing the basketball. Eventually has that one good. Edwards with the finish. Franco is now going to be allowed to come in. She replaces Ballesteros. It's Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws. We take a look at the other side, where ALA Gilbert North is leading Valley Sanders 45-37. So it's looking like the Falcons are going to get ALA Gilbert North. As Valdez starts the attack, 2 minutes to go. Held on to on that far sideline by Hancock as she goes back to Valdez. Inside, where a pass with not much space between them is nearly fired off of Valdez's face, and eventually.
What does he have? Stop the clock. You have 2 fulls.
All right, so full timeout taken here by Mogollon. 54-19, the Mustangs are trailing Alchesay. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware, their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
54-19. Alchesay lead and has the writing on the wall. And ALA Gilbert North looks like the same, as it's now leading 47-39. That'll be the third place game. It will be our next broadcast, if memory serves.
Will they play back-to-back?
Wait, so they're not going to 4:30?
So we got a 3 o'clock boys consolation game.
Oh, so we are going to do that one?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll score big. As here come the Falcons forcing another turnover and having this one scored. Anderson, her first bucket here in the second half. Minute and a half to go. As this one's spinning into traffic and then running up and underneath. Can't get the finish though is Hancock. So our next broadcast will be St. John's and Mogollon, the boys.
Boys side, yep.
As this inbound play goes again to Hancock, who has a jump shot that's a little bit too strong. But a foul whistled against Whitney Lister. That's her first. And well, I stopped the clock with a minute to go. This one sent into altered traffic on the perimeter, and a turnover again is this time angling to the left, and Edwards finishing with the right hand. And she now with 9 points here in the fourth quarter as this goes out of bounds. Oh. Well, the team's glass man of the game, I think, has got to be Maria Riley, who really did a lot to ice the game in the third quarter. She scored the last for 12 points in that third, but had a big 7-point quarter to really get the separation. To make a case, though, it's been the Alchesay defense. As there's another turnover and another finish. This time it's Lister was able to get that one up and in. 60-19, but just 4 points scored by the Mustangs here in the second half.
What do you think of our Honda Outdoor Skin Sports Store player of the game?
Oh, I thought that's what we were doing. Well, that the
glass man.
I thought Riley was the player of the game. So
player of the game. Okay.
The glass man.
Anybody owning the boards?
Oh, owning the boards. Okay, I should have been able to put that together.
Sorry.
No, I can't say that off the top of my head, but I will say that Alchesay did own the boards.
Yep. All right.
Own the boards as they win 60-19 and will now get to play ALA Gilbert North in the third place ball game. Our next broadcast is going to be the St. John's and Mogollon boys against one another in a consolation game. And we'll have that for you in about 10 minutes. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk167.com.
I chose Northland Pioneer College because their prices were affordable. I've learned everything about the hair, skin, and nails. I've gained confidence in what I'm doing, so I'll be successful when I get out in the salon. This is an industry where I'll always have a job, and a job where I can express my creativity and make my own hours. I have transformed my life by coming to NPC.
I'm going to pick with you. Yeah? Okay. I'm going to pick it right now. With me? Yes. Okay. We went to warm it up. You went and did a Facebook post. You were in there and said all these stuff and never said a word about it.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 FM and iTalk1067.com. Also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport, Beamer's Glass, Dealer Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, Octopus Car Wash, Mountain Noble Auto Glass, and Little Blue Bird Studios. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.